interview a variety of directors and producers. I will explain the responsibilities of directors and producers in the process of filmmaking. So, what have been your biggest obstacles working on directing?
Well, usually it is when there's a lot of CGI involved. I have to make sure the actors can really imagine what they're looking at. You know, like those huge ships for pirates. In Prince of Persia, you have to imagine snakes coming at you. All those sort of things happen.
Interesting, thank you. So, how would you promote your movies?
Let's see now. Usually I mostly have a lot of posters up. And you know, sometimes I'd like to make little action figures of all the characters.
Do you do that yourself?
Not really.
Yeah, you have people to work for you, that's right. Okay, so what are your main responsibilities if you don't make the action figures?
Well, for instance, I'm usually always on set helping out the director. I'm trying to help the cast get them really into character. Usually, for instance, well, I have to help them out, finding stuff. For one thing, I had to hire a bunch of writers to write out my scripts and actually find a director that wants to do the film. And I have to keep working closely with everyone and deliver the film project. I also had to work very closely with the editors and the music composers, so the music is just right to fit the moods.
Good. Thank you for the interview. It was nice. And producer does.
They direct and produce.
What do you think they actually do on set? Do you think they are on set?
They make sure everybody's going where they're supposed to go and do what they're supposed to do.
Okay, I'm here today with the director and producer. Hello, my name is Emily Bronte. Nice to meet you.
What's going on?
Okay. So, when you are filming, what are different problems that occur when you... excuse me?
Oh, sorry.
What are different problems you have with different kinds of films?
Well, the people on set tend to be idiots, and I'm usually the only one who knows what's going on. So...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so anyway...
Okay, let's just go to the next question. So, what different actors or actresses have you worked with? Can you name any famous actors?
I've worked with quite a few famous directors or actors.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, I work with quite a few. I'm not at liberty to say who they are because I can get sued.
Okay, good.
But I've worked
Thank you.
with pretty much everybody.
Good. So, what is your typical budget?
You don't mind if I drink a
Sure.
little bit? Yeah.
So my question was, what is your typical budget?
Well, I'm probably one of the top 5 in Hollywood, so they think they have to give me a lot of money
Oh, yeah,
because
do
I'm
they?
so high end, you know.
Okay, yeah. Good. So.
And for the most part, I'd say it's upwards of $100 million that they give me to make their movies.
Good. So, what was your most embarrassing moment when you directed or produced a film?
Well, most people in Hollywood, you think that they're professional, but they're actually pretty much all idiots, and I have to keep control of them. So, for the most part, I think my most embarrassing moment was when I came in and everybody was just out of control, and I had to
So what happened then?
settle them down.
What did you do?
I told them what's going on and what's what, and they had to settle down.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Hey,
I don't
Steve,
care if you want more money. I might have to call you back soon. Some guy just fell down, some old lady's walking around. I think she's lost, I don't know.
What the heck is going on out here?
Okay, I gotta call back, bye.
Who the hell are you?
What's your problem? You okay? Oh.
What the? Hey, dude, you're drinking on set.
It's a waffle, dude. That's not a beer bottle.
I'm trying to direct a major motion picture, and you guys are freaking messing up my set.
I don't know about you guys. I'm out of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so
Yeah.
what have been your biggest obstacles
Um,
on set and off set?
well, the companies that you work for are usually, they usually try to keep you under a tight leash for the most part. And for me, I tell them what's what, and I tell them where to go and how to get there, and they let me do whatever I want,
Good.
basically.
So how would you promote your movies?
I would tell people it's a freaking good movie.
How do you do that? With interviews or?
I just
What
put
do you
it as many commercials as I can possibly get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So commercials on TV?
Yeah, commercials on TV. Commercials in bars are probably the most efficient way because a lot of people don't know what they're doing there, and they say, hey, look, a movie, and then they'll go see it because they're kind of intoxicated. And I'm glad I'm not. I like that for the most part, but that's what happens.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So what are especially your responsibilities on set?
I basically have to babysit everybody else. That's basically what I do.
Okay. So
Keep
what else
control.
do you do when you're not on set?
I'm pretty much everybody's encouragement. I keep people from misbehaving. I keep them in control.
Okay. So what are some movies that you have worked with or directed? For those famous actors you were working with?
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, most of my movies skipped right to DVD, and they're so good, right? But the problem was that they were too long. So I actually didn't have any in theater. It was just miscommunication between me and my, you know, the guys up top, right? And but they're pretty high-end movies. They're probably on the top 10 list
Okay.
of, you know, 21st century. They're pretty good. I'm not allowed to say what they are because
sure.
I can get in big trouble
Yeah. Okay.
by
Thank
the
you
guys.
for the interview.
But yeah, thank you.
Thanks. I'm interviewing Tim Burton. It's an honor to have you here. Very nice to meet you.
But don't shake hands.
Okay. That's okay. So the first question is, what are different problems that occur when filming different styles of film?
Well, I usually find the biggest problem is when I film a film, I really can't find the right kind of creepiness and weirdness in it.
Okay. Good, thank you. What actors or actresses have you worked with? Who were the most impressive to you?
I usually use Johnny Depp because I think I have a little crush on him. He's quite cute. But I was thinking about making a movie where Johnny Depp turns into a puppy. I was going to call it Puppy Love with Johnny Depp.
Nice. Okay. So, what is your typical budget you usually work with?
I just imagine a budget and it just appears.
Okay.
It's just amazing.
So, what was your most embarrassing moment directing?
I think when I came in not wearing clothes, considering I thought everyone was just ghosts.
Okay. So, what have been your biggest obstacles?
Not finding the right type of atmosphere with the people that I work with because no one likes the spooky creepiliness of my movies.
So, how would you create that atmosphere?
I would usually just put a lot of people in a dark room and make them cry.
Okay. Sorry. So how would you promote your movies?
Why, I'd like to tape it to little orphans, a little poster on little orphans, and send them through the street running, crying, say, see my movie. Go see Tim Burton's movie.
Okay. So what are your responsibilities?
I have no responsibilities but the
But
macabre.
you're directing a film. So what do you do?
Well, I usually just sit there, doing nothing.
Okay. So what are some movies that you have worked on?
Batman, Alice in Wonderland, multiple films.
Oh yeah, we all know them.
Sleepy Hollow.
Good. Thank you very much. It was an honor to have you here. Oh, never mind.
Well, that's good to see you, Johnny. Shake mine, brother. Yeah, that's right, you shake mine. You broke it. Her name was Sally. But, I was thinking that we could do a good movie. You know, another movie involving depressing things.
Are you
Crying
involved?
scenes. Yes, I will be directing. I want you to act a walrus. A cartoony walrus with a disposition. You will have Down syndrome, and you will cry.
What I gotta wear?
You have to wear a walrus suit dressed in black. And the tusks must be curly. Because everything in my movies is really curly. Like my hair.
I think that sounds pretty good.
Is that the deal?
Yeah.
Reshake my umbrella on this deal. Oh yeah.
My name is, Fran Duffy.
Fran Duffy. Well, welcome, Fran Duffy.
Thank you.
What are some of the different problems that occur when filming different styles of film?
Well, a lot of the time, I forget my meds, and I have these terrible shakes, you see, and makes things a little tricky.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
What are some different actors and actresses that you have worked with?
Well, for some reason, I had Lindsay Lohan at one point in time, but I don't know what was wrong with her. She was just so sleepy all the time. She just wouldn't do anything. So we had to get rid of Lindsay Lohan.
What film was that for?
I think it was Jaws. Jaws? Yeah, it was Jaws.
Okay.
With the goldfish. That one.
What is your typical budget then?
It starts at about $1, but then it gets a little higher because I like to put pictures of my actors on the covers of cheeseburgers. So when you're at McDonald's and you're opening a cheeseburger, you just get the actress's face right with their cheeseburger.
And that's your type of publicity?
Yes, that's how we do it.
Okay. What have been your biggest obstacles when filming?
I get a lot of insults from the actors and actresses,
Like what?
like nanny and like old lady, and like they try to rip off my hat all the time. They think it's funny. This is culture. This is culture right here.
How old are you, Franny?
I forget. Not important.
Okay. How would you promote your movies other than on sandwich boxes?
Well, I do a lot of car washes. For some reason, when people do car washes, there's a lot of people, especially when you got the girls there. I don't know why, it just works. I don't know. Sometimes we just wash people's cars for publicity.
And you don't know why that works?
I have no idea. I mean, actresses are pretty ugly, I think.
What are some movies that you have worked on and directed?
Well, there's Jaws, and then there was I actually made my own appearance in my own movie. It was 102 Dalmatians. There was dogs everywhere. Awful, but that was one of them.
Do you remember what it was called?
I think it was 102 Dalmatians.
Okay, well, thank you for coming today, Franny.
Welcome.
Thank you for listening to our documentary on the famous directors of today. We hope that you've learned a lot of information about them and about their movies that they direct. We hope that now that you've become an expert on directing like the rest of us, you will soon produce your own films.
1 minute, guys. Don't worry, an old lady just walked in. I gotta hang up on you. Someone go and answer that damn door.
Lock me out. Hey, restart that. I was locked out.